Ready? Not too bad today, not too creaky. Alright, let's have a drink of water. How long have we got out?
15 seconds.
Copy that. Good old algorithm, the show's producer. Okay. Got it. Kia ora team, I'm Benny. Here I am in the garden on a Monday morning for another cold open of Monday Morning Live. This is MML 83 and we're continuing what has become a Monday Morning Live tradition, and that is to sample for the first time something that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market. And today it's the turn of Windsong Organic Orchards blueberries. My good friend Jenny from Windsong, just as the wind blows through, right on cue there. My good friend Jenny from Windsong, she is now going to be at the market every Sunday morning with fresh blueberries. She'll have plums and a few other goodies. So let's try a blueberry. This is my first one of the season. So good. Delicious. Thank you, Jenny, for the blueberries. Plenty more where that came from. I've got some growing here in the garden, not quite ready yet. I have got a few things that I've got from the garden I'm going to have throughout the show. Let's have a raspberry, my mum's favourite berry. Alright, let's get to the main show. Because it's time to say, morning Brett, thank you for tuning in. I was just saying that it's time to say, welcome to the garden and welcome to Monday Morning Live, where as always we'll spread love and give flowers to anyone who joins us live. We're going to do live gardening today. We're planting some indoor plants. We're going to try some more berries fresh from here in the garden. I've tried a raspberry. Let's try an orange raspberry. See there? Orange raspberry. They grow like a raspberry in that the fruit grows on the canes from last year. So lots of new growth that'll bear fruit next year. But these orange raspberries, they taste a little bit like, what do they taste like? Like Raro, like orange Raro. Very nice. This is a, what is this? This is a boysenberry. Let's try a boysenberry for the first time from the garden. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And this is a loganberry. Let's try a loganberry. A little more tart. Is it the word tart? Let's finish off with the raspberry. Beautiful. Fresh berries from the garden. Fresh boysenberries from Windsong Orchard. Big thanks to my friend Jenny. Let's get into live gardening. Today we're going to plant out some house plants that we propagated. I'm going to do two different house plants. Oh, we're going to have joke of the week as well. I mentioned there's going to be 2 jokes of the week thanks to my son Corbin. We'll talk about celebrity birthdays. We've got a few special ones. We'll take a look back at the week that was. We'll take a look at the week ahead. All those things and many more are coming up right here, right now, on Monday Morning Live, including live gardening. So let's get to it. Now we've got 2. This is a spider plant. So easy to propagate. All I did is I took a little cutting from a plant in my dad's house, put it in a jar of water. This is the Benny's 6100 series water propagator jar thing. It works really well, and these spider plants, they propagate really, really easily. Just going to move that over, actually move it over here so we don't block Bray and Bo. And Luke Harper, who's with us, as always. But especially this week, we'll talk about it soon in celebrity birthdays. Now, what I'm going to do, how should I do this? What I'll do, I'll put these ones in here actually. 2 different pots for 2 different lots of live gardening. The Benny's 6100 series seedling propagator thing, otherwise known as a knife. Going to pre-make a couple of little holes. Oh, now you'll see, when we put these into the water, they didn't have any roots. And now, see the little roots, which means it's time to plant them. Those roots will start absorbing water. They'll start absorbing nutrient from this high-grade potting mix provided by Dalton's. Dalton's, unfortunately, do not sponsor Monday Morning Live yet. So we're going to make a couple of little holes. I'm just going to pop those spider plants. There's 2 different ones. There's a big daddy and there's a little one. Shout out to my mum who's watching. I don't know where she's watching from. She's about to be close by. Now what we'll just make the little hole a little bigger. Little bit bigger hole. It's the beauty of the Benny 6100 series seedling planter thingy. You can make the hole as big as you want. And we're just going to pop that into the hole. Pop it in there. Now these propagate really easy. What will happen is it'll put off a little kind of like a runner, a little bit like a strawberry does. We'll be able to plant that on and we'll grow some more spider plants. Put this other one in here. Just popping it in there, firming it down. And we need to give it some water because, say it with me, you can never underestimate the value of water. Give it a little spritz using the Benny 6100 series spritzer. What a great Christmas gift. Available now in the gift shop. Why not buy two? Speaking of two, let's do our second lot of live gardening. And this is what we call a wandering Jew. Not sure if that's politically correct or not, but that's the name of the plant. And we're going to use the Benny 6100 series again. We're going to make a couple of little holes. I pre-moistened this potting mix. I don't need to plug Dalton's because they don't sponsor the show just yet. I've already plugged them once. And what we're going to do now, we've got a couple of different plants here. These, again, they propagate really, really easily. And we're just going to group two together, like so. Pop it in the little hole. Oh, those are quite big, aren't they? So we're going to make the hole a little bit bigger. What's that song? Sounds like something familiar, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so there we go. There's our wandering Jew, all planted and all ready. There's your live gardening on Monday morning. Let's take a look back at the week that was. Jeez, it was hot. Was it hot where you were? Brett, you're watching. I'm sure it was hot where you are. Shout out to Renee. Thank you for watching. Take a time out from your busy schedule at work to tune into Monday Morning Live as you always do. Let's have a drink of water. Because you got it. Let's get that out of the way. Big week. Hot week. I'm sure it was hot where you were. One of my secret weapons last week was this. Now this is the Benny 6100 series cobber. It's called a cobber because this is your best mate on a hot day. Now it's filled with these little tiny beads. Little beads, what you do is you soak it in water and the beads puff up. You put it in the fridge and the beads retain their coldness. And what you do is you just literally wrap it around your neck like that. Tuck it in. Who else is watching? Is that you? Oh yeah, no, it's Brett. Tuck it in there like that and that keeps you nice and cool from the neck down. Nice and cool. Right, we sang a bit of Star Wars earlier on, so what do you got today, Brett? 40 degrees. Woo-wee! That's hot enough. It's probably cause for a drink of water just to cool ourselves down. Let's add some more berries. Boysenberry, raspberry. I've had strawberries from the garden as well. Plenty of strawberries at the farm where I work at Golden Mile Produce. Shout out to my friend Stephen, an avid viewer. Oh yeah, really hot last week. Boy oh boy, the cobber came in handy, but boy, it just gets so hot. You just drink lots of water and you get through it. The week that was as well, oh, a great day at the Melbourne Farmers Market, as always. Great week at the farm, great week for the kids at school, they're doing really well. Corbin supplied us a joke of the week. And it's kind of fitting because this is episode 83, the #1 movie in 1983. Can anyone guess what it was? Dun, 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 dun. It was Star Wars. It was Return of the Jedi. And it's fitting because our jokes this week come from Return of the Jedi. This is Jabba the Hutt. First joke of the week, here it goes. What's Jabba the Hutt's middle name? The. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Joke of the week, thanks to Corbin. That's #1. Here's #2. This is Darth Vader. This is a Lego mech. And so, joke of the week this week, second joke of the week this week. Why did the Sith cross the road? To get to the dark side. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Thank you, Corbin, my 8-year-old son, who already has a better sense of humour than me. Right, we've looked at the week that was, the week ahead, another big week coming up. I'm going to do something that is very, very rare at this time of year. I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. Sorry, Stephen, I won't be at the farm. Something special happening tomorrow. My uncle passed away earlier in the year, and we're going to be scattering his ashes. So I'm going to go with my mum, my auntie and uncle, my other uncle. Well, I guess both uncles. One of them's no longer with us, physically. And we're going to scatter the ashes. So a nice day off. And it's just a reminder, folks, at this time of year, look after yourselves. It's hot. It's stressful. Geez, try and go to the warehouse during Christmas, and it's like a madhouse. There's people everywhere, it's crazy. I've found not only is it useful to take little breaks and just chill every now and then, try and go around, whether you're driving or walking, try and go around with this expression. Here it goes. It's called a smile. They're a little bit rare and hard to come by at this time of year. Try it out, it might work for you. Right, we've done joke of the week. We've done, let's do basil watch. Now you can see our basil here. Now what we're doing is we're growing basil to use it as a companion for our tomatoes. We had the first lot of our tomatoes at the Melbourne Farmers Market yesterday, thanks to Golden Mile Produce. And what I've done with our basil is, as it's put out a lead stem, as soon as it starts to put out two side stems, I'm cutting off that lead stem, which means that the two side stems will grow, and then they will eventually put out two side stems as well. We'll trim off the main one, and then you'll have 4. Who else is watching? Logan, thanks for watching. Way to go, buddy. Thanks for joining. Now, celebrity birthdays: Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Luke Harper, aka Brody Lee. He passed away, I think it was 5 years ago now. He was 41. I think about him a lot. This week would have been his birthday, so happy birthday to Luke Harper. Yeah. What else can we do? I'll tell you what, just a quick thing to finish off. We've got our new Sky decoder. Sky is now, for our overseas viewers, Sky is like our pay TV service. It's kind of like cable TV in America, or what do they have in? They have Foxtel in Australia. It's kind of like that, and they call it Sky in the UK as well. So we've got our new Sky decoder, and God, it's so tricky when things change. It takes a while to adjust as a bird flies over. It takes a while to adjust, so you've got the new remote and you're getting used to all the buttons. It's a little like when you wear a watch and then you don't, and you wear a watch for a long time and then you don't. You find yourself going like this all the time, like, what time is it? The other thing, it's funny when you look at your watch and you go, oh yeah, so at the moment it's 11 minutes past 11. I guarantee somebody comes up and goes, what's the time? You go, oh, it's 11:11. It's just one of those weird things. Speaking of weird things, we've got these new apps on our Sky decoder, and you can now stream your favourite shows. Free, apparently, free. The only thing is so TVNZ and TV3, they used to be the free TV channels here in New Zealand. And what happened is, when Sky came out, you could then record the channel and you could fast forward through the ads. Now I've got a feeling TVNZ and TV3 are in cahoots, because they got together and they talked to Sky and they said, hey, what about if we have our shows on your new Sky decoder? You can download the app and you can watch these shows for free. The only thing is, it's not free because you have to watch ads. They force you to watch the ads. So you're sitting there watching your show, you're getting into it, and then all of a sudden an ad comes on. And it's like, how can you call it free when you have to actually do something in order to watch the show? It's a little bit like if I was to say, Monday Morning Live is free, all you've got to do is sit through a bunch of ads for Dalton's Potty Mix and whoever else wants to sponsor the show. It wouldn't be free. You have to do something in order to get something. That's not free. Anyway, I could go on all day about streaming and how it's not really streaming. And the show itself is streaming. When you watch it, you're streaming the show, which is streaming itself, and the streaming service is streaming the show. So instead of watching a movie or streaming a movie, if you were to go to the library and get a book, you'd read that book. The library isn't a reading service, the library is a book service. And when you read it, you're reading it. So it's like, how can you be reading something? The book itself isn't reading, but a movie can be streaming. You can be streaming a movie from a streaming service, but you can't be reading a book that's reading itself from a reading service. Does that make any sense? Probably not, but that's never stopped me. We must be getting close to our time limit. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me for 83 episodes of Monday Morning Live. Anyway, folks, I'm Benny Ward. Subscribe if you're on board, and I will see you next time in the garden. Thanks, Al. It's weird. Just sort of cut off there.